All right. How long is this Wi-Fi gonna hold up? I don't know. Knock on wood, though. This is gonna be a very brief and very timetable-ish review. It's not going to last that long. It's going to last literally until I get to school, which should take about 15 minutes. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly from yesterday's game between the Saints and the Falcons. Now, coming into the game, part of me had expectations, but part of me knew that those expectations weren't going to be met. Therefore, there was a confliction between what I expected and what I knew was going to happen. What I expected to happen, and there's a school bus right in my driving way, so I'm going to be able to stop, which will add more time to this review. What I expected was that the Saints would come out, be able to do whatever they wanted, put it on the Atlanta Falcons, and show everybody that the Falcons are the team that we thought they were. What's up, Brute Saint? What's up, Rise Up? What's up, Field Guy? So those were my expectations. I thought we were going to come out and play a relatively sound game. I thought we'd win by 10 points. Now, what I knew was going to happen, I knew the game was going to be a lot closer than people thought. I knew the game wasn't going to go either way, blowout fashion. I knew that this game was going to be down to the wire, which it was. I said in my prediction video, 24-19, Saints victory. That is what is considered a close game. But the game was even closer than that. I thought that the Saints were going to win a game that they would go on to dominate for most of the game, but the Falcons make a run towards the end, and the Saints barely get away with a hold my breath victory, nail biting victory. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought the Saints were going to dominate all game long, and I just figured they were going to let the Falcons back in the game towards the end. But it was the complete opposite. And I'm going to try to read some of these comments. So I see your comment, Rise Up. I see your comment, Field Guy. You're right, a win is a win. Rise Up, I know you're still upset. I know you're still pissed off. I feel bad for you, genuinely. As a person to person, listen, dude, this rivalry is hate whenever it's time to play each other. But person to person, I met Rise Up. I met him in person. Good guy. Good guy. He's a good dude overall. I feel bad that he's suffering. I feel bad for him personally. Although I'm ecstatic for my team that we got the win. And I am very grateful that we got the win. A win is a win. You're right. But that does not negate the fact that we still have a lot of improving to do. Beyond belief. This team is not the team that we need to be. Even going into next week against the Buccaneers. Throughout the entire course of the game, for 3 quarters, and I'll tell you guys this honestly, I really thought that the game was over. I had no intention, I had no faith. I was already premeditating what I was going to say in my post game. I was planning on going home and just going to sleep. Like, I was going to call the day early. I was going to be like, okay, I'm just going to go lay in bed and chill, watch some of the game, maybe do a little studying to try to feel like today was a productive day. I had no faith in what the Saints were showing me all game long. And there are people on social media saying, for all the people who doubted the Saints, y'all are fake fans. To those people who are putting that shit on social media, to all the people who doubted the Saints, y'all are fake fans. Fuck you. Fuck you and go suck a fucking dick. That's what I got to say to you. Shut the fuck up. Like you didn't feel for a moment like, oh shit, man, we're probably going to lose this game. If anything, that's a real fan for sticking it out. And even though you feel ultimately you're going to lose the game, you sat there and you watched with a glimmering hope that something would change. So to all the people that were saying, oh, if you thought we were going to lose, if you had any doubt, you're a fake fan, go fuck yourself. You're a stupid, dumb motherfucker. If you told me through 3 quarters with no offensive line and our defense was even getting shit on, but whether you want to believe it or not, our defense did not play well yesterday. For the exception of a few key plays, our defense was continuously getting run over by Cordero Patterson and Marcus Mariota's mobility. We could not stop the run yesterday. If you told me through 3 quarters the Saints are going to come back and win this game, I would have said, you're out your fucking mind. We don't have the offensive line to do it today. We don't have the offensive line to do it. We are weak in the secondary and at the line. We couldn't get pressure up the middle on defense all game long. Marcus Mariota had all the time he wanted. This looked like a Saints defense from 2016, 2015. Not the entire game, but most of the game, this looked like a Saints defense from 2014, 2015, 2016. The Saints had no business winning this game. Exactly, Brute Saint. Exactly. I'll talk about the Saints how it is. Okay, for anybody that got confused on what just happened, my phone was overheating, so I'm back. I'm here. I didn't drop the phone, butcher's block. My phone was overheating, and I had to put it in front of the AC in order to get the temperature back on track. So that's what happened, because it was on my against my dashboard. That's why it happened. So I should be back now. For everybody wondering, I should be back right now. Let me know if you can hear me or see me. Like I said, I just had a phone overheating because it's hot as Satan's nutjacks out here. It's hot as balls. So I should be here. But like I was saying, I talk about my team, how I want, when I want. It doesn't make me a fake fan. It doesn't make you a fake fan to keep it 100%. So with that being said, this team has a lot to improve on. It's hard to say. Listen, if we would have lost the game, I would have been mad. I would have been pissed off. I would have been like, okay, here we fucking go again. I said we had to be 2-1 in these first 3 weeks in order to have a legitimate shot. And I still believe that. We have to go 2-1. So we have to go 1-1 in these next 2 games at least. I said coming into this game that I knew this wasn't a guaranteed win. I knew that there was the potential that we could struggle. But when you put the 2 teams on paper, the Saints should have beaten Atlanta by 10 plus. But I knew deep down that this was going to be a close game. I didn't think it was going to be an ass kicking. I was just hoping that it was. I didn't expect this game to be as close as it was. And I sure as hell didn't expect us to come back and win at the start of the fourth quarter. Exactly, Brute Saint. This felt like last year, dude. This felt like last year. Jameis could not get the ball off. The offensive line was atrocious. Cesar Ruiz was letting fucking defenders go right past him. Cesar Ruiz fucking sucks, dude. James Hurst didn't play well at all. Like, this offensive line is not it. It wasn't until the fourth quarter when we finally decided we're going to spread the receivers out. Let's spread the receivers out. And that ended up helping our offensive line because they couldn't send the blitz packages like they were. So whenever we spread the receivers out, they were able to get open. That's what I'm saying, Pat. If you ask me, I know Jameis had 50-something yards going into the fourth quarter. But he sure did a hell of a fucking job winning us that game. He did a hell of a fucking job bouncing back and shaking back. So props to Jameis for doing what he did. People on Facebook talking about Jameis. About how Jameis can't do this, Jameis sucks. Are you guys seeing this offensive fucking line? These retards can't block. These professional NFL players can't fucking block. Until we decided to start spreading out the receivers, which finally got them open, which we should have done from the get-go. I don't know why we did all these compressed fucking lineups with our receivers the entire game. It wasn't working. We couldn't run the football. Yeah, rise up. AJ Terrell, he folded in the fourth quarter for you guys. So overall, my big things are the offensive line is I don't know what to say about them. I don't know how we improve from here with them. Our defensive line, same thing. Mariota had all fucking day to throw. He had all fucking day to do what he wanted. This defensive line did not do anything. Marcus May had a tough start to the season. He had a penalty. He dropped an interception late that may have ended up costing us, or could have costed us. Lattimore with his penalties. I mean, there was just a lot of shit that went down in this game that needs to be cleaned up. It's week 1, so I'm happy that we stole a game from Atlanta, because Atlanta should have beat the shit out of us. Atlanta should have blew us out. That game shouldn't have been close. Atlanta, and this is why I say that I don't know if I can give the Saints as much credit as I can give Atlanta credit for being who they are. And anybody will admit to this. Anybody with a brain will admit to this. Atlanta is, it's just a contagious disease that team has, that whenever they get up, they forget how to play football. They completely lose their self-esteem. They get cold feet. Whatever you want to call it. They fumble the bag. It's like whenever they get a big lead, it's like they're standing in front of an audience about to present a project, and they just choke up and have a fucking panic attack. They just choke up and have a fucking panic attack. Oh, dude, rise up. I'm not denying that, dude. I'm not denying the fact that you guys lost the game. Obviously, you guys lost the game. Fortunately for us, it counts as a win. But you guys lost that game. Off with 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, you guys lost. Letting our receivers get the entire fucking ball game. Y'all lost that game. Marcus Mariota, and even and aside from all allowing the 2 touchdowns, Marcus Mariota could have easily got that first down on 3rd and 1, and he would have easily gotten that first down had he not fumbled the snap. Our defensive line wasn't even ready. He almost fucking got the first down, even with fumbling the snap. He probably would have got it by a couple yards had he not fumbled that snap. Threw the timing off, and you guys elected not to go for it or try to draw us off. You allowed the 5-yard penalty, and the punt, that punt could have been way better, first and foremost. But second of all, that holding penalty really helped us out. Cash Black, exactly. They get cold feet whenever they have the lead. They're traumatized. And there are players that played in that Super Bowl that are still on that team. There's still trauma. There is still trauma. Here we go again. Oh shit, we got a big lead. Here we go again. That shit is real. That shit mentally is real. And even if there aren't any players or coaches that are on that team, that are on that team right now, that were on the team in the Super Bowl, they still know the culture of that team. And they know what they've done, not even just in the Super Bowl, but going forward. Blowing leads, blowing the game to the Cowboys last year, blowing the game to Detroit. Or I'm sorry, that was 2 years ago they blew those games. The COVID year. But last year, almost blowing that game to us in New Orleans. That's what I said, Brute Saint. Even though it could have worked in our favor, because if we stopped them on that 4th and 1, we would have got an easier field. But I think the way the momentum was going, I think there was a good chance Atlanta would have got that 4th and 1. I think they fucked up not going for it. What's up, Gideon? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Pat? Pat, I feel mighty bad for you guys, man. Y'all better try to pull some stuff like we did when we lost Drew Brees in 2019, dude. It's not inevitable that... Let me tell you something, Pat. It's not inevitable that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be bad for the next 6 or 7 or 6 to 8 weeks. It's not inevitable. But you guys better go make a trade or something. Get something going. Because without Dak Prescott, if y'all can't go, if y'all aren't at least 3-5 by the time he comes back, I say if Dallas is 3-5 when Dak Prescott comes back, I'd say they have a shot. But if you guys can't go 2-4, if you guys can't go 2-4 within this 6 to, and if it could be 8 games, so if you guys don't go 2-4, 3-4, then I think y'all season's a wrap. If you guys can be 4-5, 3-5, or 4-5 by the time Dak comes back, I think you guys have a shot. I think you guys have a shot. And you have a schedule that is relatively manageable. The Cincinnati game is winnable, I think, even without Dak. Personally, dude, I like Cooper Rush. I do. I think he's a good backup. I call me crazy, but if you give him a week to prepare, I really think that he could get it done. So I wouldn't put Dallas out the woodwork yet. But this does justify the rumors and definitely helps the case that Mike McCarthy could get fired at the end of the year and Sean Payton could come and fill in his role. This definitely could fit that narrative, is what I'm saying. Okay, well, whatever can get y'all some wins, man. What's up, Corwin? Good luck tonight, man. I don't know how Corwin is not moderated here. Good luck tonight, Corwin. You guys ought to beat Seattle relatively easier. But I will say this, Corwin. I'm picking an upset and picking Seattle, dude. I think Russell Wilson will struggle his first game back. That doesn't mean that the Broncos aren't going to be good, and it doesn't mean Seattle is going to be good. It's week 1. A lot of shit's gone down. A lot of crazy shit has happened. You can't... I mean, week 1, you throw out the fucking window. $214, don't do my man like that. Don't do my man Pat like that. Overall, though, to wrap up the Saints' victory against the Falcons, I'm happy that we got the win. It's moments like these, games like this, are what make football season worthwhile. I mean, if we won the game close, like 24-19, I would have probably been less excited. I would have been like, whatever, we got some shit to improve on. But the fact that we came back and won the way that we did, even in the hands of defeat, whenever I had already, like, emotionally just like, we're probably gonna fucking lose, like, it felt like we got away with murder. So it made it that much worthwhile. Yeah, Corwin, if I had to put a gun to my head, I'd definitely pick you guys. But you gotta be bold in today's NFL, dude. You can't sit here and pick every rational pick and think that it's going to happen, because in 3. So that's my opinion on that. Unknown, it could happen. You never know. Exactly, Jared, man. This is the time of the fucking year, bro. This is the time of the fucking year, dude. Would not rather have it any other way. Yeah, Geno Smith is going to be the quarterback, which is another reason to rationalize why the Broncos should win relatively easy. But, I mean, dude, Denver, y'all's defense ain't what it was, though, back in the Von Miller days. Y'all's defense is not what it was. Game is going to be locally televised. What I don't know is whenever we play the Arizona Cardinals Thursday Night Football, which is exclusively on Amazon Prime, or exclusively supposed to be on Amazon Prime, will that game be televised locally? Or do I need to have fucking Amazon Prime? Which I have Amazon Prime, but the shit fucking lags. Cash Black, I mean, dude, listen, bro. Tampa Bay is probably going to win the division. Really didn't look that good. You can say what you want. They played Dallas, but Tampa Bay looked very fucking vulnerable last night. I don't know what that means for us going into next week. But all I know is that Tampa Bay looked very, very fucking vulnerable. Pat, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't give up on them yet, dude. I'd take it 1 week at a time. You got Cincinnati coming up. That's going to be a tough game, don't get me wrong. But I think it's a game you can win. Especially if your defense plays the way it did last. I think you guys will win that game. Joe Burrow is in a very vulnerable position in the season, obviously, right now. 4 interceptions. Oof, man. Now, for the Green Bay Packers, I'm holding my breath with them. I don't know. I'm not going to make that mistake and say they're going to suck, because we kicked their ass 38-3 last year in week 1, and they got the number 1 seed. Yeah, Brady didn't look too damn good. He didn't look so great last night. But unknown, I will say this, dude. Them wide receivers, they got to catch the ball for y'all, dude. That guy, number 9, that fucker, he fumbled the bag, dude. When he dropped that touchdown, he fumbled the bag big time. But hey, if you're going to fuck up, you got... I mean, I think the Saints fucked up yesterday tons, and we still got away with a game that we shouldn't have won. Yeah, that guy fucked y'all. That wide open touchdown that he dropped, like, shit. But guys, I didn't mean for this to go that long anyway. Fortunate enough, right. But on that note, guys, I got a class that I'm about to go and start. So you guys take it easy, and I'll see y'all. I'm out.